Topic tonight, viewers, Israel's 9/11 nightmare, Muslim world complicit, brought to you by Moto G. You can even watch us on this. Let me open this up, viewers, very quickly to all our guests. And I want to first begin with India Naftali, a journalist whose husband is a leading Israeli media personality, and he is serving his country at the front lines. First of all, I wish your husband well. He's doing his patriotic duty, and I hope he comes away unscathed. India Naftali, I just want to ask you a couple of questions, because there are protests now breaking out all around the world. Harvard, Columbia, Hyderabad, Aligarh, New York, London, Sydney, Toronto, and they say Israel is to blame. How do you respond to these people?
My question is, for example, in Switzerland, pro-Hamas Palestinian protesters stole a police car and started riding around the city, attempting to hit citizens and buildings. And I asked them, how does this help, as they say, free Palestine? How is creating terror and chaos and massacring people, how does this help their cause? I think it's a shame for these people to continue to support this. And I think that, on the bright side, the world is finally seeing what Israel is up against. Now, there are groups of people going to support Israel and, they're going against Israel and saying that Israel is, as they like to say, occupation. But I think more and more now, the world is seeing, as you
Having a few problems with that line with India Naftali. We'll get back to you. Yes, India Naftali, your line was a bit unclear. You were making a point. Could you repeat it, please?
Of course. I think out of this horrible tragedy, the one thing that has changed is the world's mind. We do see these protests on campuses around the world, but on the other hand, the world finally is seeing what Israel is up against. For too long, the world has blamed Israel for war crimes, claimed that Israel is occupying Palestine, but finally, we have proof of what they are wanting, of what from the river to the sea Palestine will be free means. And it means the massacre and annihilation of the Jewish people. And not only that, they're calling for a jihad uprising around the world today, Friday the 13th.
Let me also ask you another question which comes up in every debate that we do. They say that Israel has turned Gaza into an open prison, that it restricts the rights of ordinary Palestine people. You push them into supporting the Hamas. You created the Hamas. This is what is said. How do you respond to that lot of people?
Well, let's talk about Egypt. Why doesn't Egypt open its border if they're all brothers in the Arab world? Why doesn't Egypt open its border? It's because they know that Hamas will go across the border and slaughter their own people. Egypt had 2 revolutions in the past decade, and they don't want another one from the Palestinians.
India Naftali, one more question to you. These are very, very difficult times. Israel has told a large number of people living in Gaza to vacate, to leave. Now, where can so many hundreds and thousands of people suddenly go? How can that happen? Do you think that this bombing campaign in Gaza is indiscriminate? It is also hurting innocent Palestinians?
No, because let me explain. On these leaflets, so basically the IDF is dropping leaflets explaining exactly where they're going to strike. On these leaflets, you can see a map of the Gaza Strip, and it is split into the north and the south. The IDF has explained in these leaflets that they are specifically targeting the north, and they have told the Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip to vacate to the south. So they do have a place to vacate, because Israel is aware that they don't have a place to go. So they are not fully attacking indiscriminately the whole land.
India Naftali, thank you for speaking to me, putting things in perspective. We let you go.